Good evening, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I am good. You have a good week?
I did. So far, so good.
Good, good. Well, everybody out there, we've been having fun, bringing information to you on wellness. And, this is our wellness series. So this is part three. And, wellness in any form in terms of physical wellness and financial wellness, it all relates back to how you show up in a relationship. And, the older you get, you show up differently in relationships. So that's why we're talking about the different types of wellness, because it's important that wherever you are in whatever stage in your life, that if it's physical wellness that you're working on, you have to be doing something to get there. If it's
Mhm.
financial wellness that you're working on, you have to be doing something to get there. And all of these things will put you in a better position when you get into a relationship, especially as you get older. So Wendy's going to share with us social wellness. And we all know how important social wellness is when you're looking to get into a relationship and meet someone different, especially as you mature. And over 50, still looking for a mate. Hey, you've got to have all these things intact. So Wendy, take it away. Hey guys, remember, Wendy and I want you to please make sure
Like,
that you like.
share, comment. What else?
Please, you were trying to build up, we're trying to build up a community here, a
Yes,
community of love and caring and sharing. So we just want you to be part of that community. All right,
right, right.
Wendy,
We
it's
need you
all
to
yours.
interact with us. We need some interaction. Absolutely.
All yours, Wendy.
All right. We're going to talk about social wellness this evening. And you know what I discovered just in doing this research is all of this is just very interconnected.
It
So
is.
I was trying to stay away from your topic, but it really
But
is.
see, they all touch on each other. They
Yes,
do.
they do.
Yes, they do.
Overlap. They overlap,
Yes,
right?
I agree.
So, but just to tell you a little bit about social wellness, our brains are made really to connect. There's a desire to connect in the human brain. So those connections um, have a effect on us physiologically and mentally. Okay, so um, community and connection is really what's important. Um,
So what does that mean, Wendy? Community and connection. Why is that important?
okay, it means different things to different people, but you want to find a group that you have some similar interests with.
And you know
Okay.
what? That's a very good idea because that's just another avenue to meet someone.
Yeah.
Perfect
Oh,
opportunity.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But even if you find a friend, even if you find a romance would be amazing if you could find romance.
Right?
But even if you
Absolutely.
found a new friend, there's still a connection because we're coming out of the pandemic. So we're like what post-pandemic now, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah,
So we have all been kind of isolating in the house and working from home and doing all these things alone, right?
I know, right?
Not good for us emotionally or physically. So,
Makes sense.
say that again, Chris.
No, I said it makes sense.
Yes, yes. So here are some of the benefits of social connections. They improve the ability to recover from stress and depression. Um,
So, guys, ladies, that means that when you meet somebody and if you really like them, you get into a nice relationship and you're flowing, that stress will disappear.
uh, uh, allegedly, Chris, if they don't bring you any.
Well, you know what? If you see a red flag of stress, you need to walk away.
Yes, right. Well, hopefully they're not going to bring you in. Okay. Promotes social connection promotes healthy eating. I'm not sure about that one. I did do some research.
Well, you know,
Right.
I guess if you look at it like this, because if you meet different people, you're going to interact with them, and they may be eating different types of food. You know, some may be healthier than others, so you
Yeah,
kind of have an opportunity to make some different decisions and have different choices of how you're
yeah.
going to eat.
There's a little checks and balance. If we, if we were going out to dinner, maybe we wouldn't agree on just eating fast food or something that's
Exactly.
unhealthy. Yeah, somebody may check the other one, but like, no, you
Right.
don't need that. No. Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so it also physical activity. So you might do something as a group together, like a
And you know,
exercise
you
class.
could do you can go do a 5K run, you can do a
Mhm,
5K
mhm.
walk, you know,
Yeah.
you can do so many things, especially in the
Uh-huh.
outdoors together. So yeah,
This is true. This
absolutely.
is true. Okay, so
And
it
you know what?
improves.
Another way to meet somebody,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
out, open and available.
yes. And it's right on top of exercise and all of this. Everything is
Exactly.
going together, right? Improve sleep. We talked about sleep last week, right?
Oh wait, okay. So how does that improve your sleep? That's interesting.
It improves sleep, according to the study, well-being and quality of life.
Well, you know what? So I can see how it can improve sleep
Just
because if you
the,
are
the reducing the
if you are
stress.
socially, well, yeah, because if you're socially
Hmm.
connected, you're
Hmm.
relaxed, you're enjoying life, you're going to sleep better at night
Yeah.
because there is no other time that you will know that you're stressed is when you lay your head on that pillow and the nape of your neck and the side of your shoulders and your neck start to burn and it's painful. That's stress, ladies. Stress.
Good. Okay. And it also reduced the risk of violent and suicidal behavior.
Oh, child,
Okay. That's a big one.
we don't want no violence or suicidal behavior, you know, because they already call us angry, you know what? So we don't want that. And we
But
definitely
oftentimes, these people who do commit violent crimes, the studies are showing that they have mental problems. A lot of times
already,
they're
right?
isolated. So I see how it plays together. Um, some of them are just really involved in the internet and some kind of indoctrination and things
Right.
like that.
That's true.
And it prevents death from chronic diseases. Okay.
Okay, so how does that play into your life in terms of how do you prevent those
Okay.
chronic
We're gonna
diseases?
talk a little bit more about the physical aspects of it, but I have some ideas, okay, about things that you can do.
Okay,
So
let's
these
hear
are
those.
just some ideas. Most people are already involved in, multiple groups, and you might not even realize it.
Right?
So you just have to use those groups to, um, you have to maximize the use of the groups that you're in, I think is what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Okay.
So there are volunteer groups, sports clubs, book clubs, travel clubs. I don't know if you guys know about Nextdoor. You're on Nextdoor, Chris?
Yes, yes.
Next door. That's like in your
Community.
area type
Yeah.
of neighborhood type.
Community socialization.
Yes, it is. Uh-huh. Um, Not to mention professional associations, you were a part of your neighborhood. Wasn't you like a part of your neighborhood association too?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So that's good. All of these things are good, but religious, spiritual groups, of course, that's going to connect with the mental and you know, all of that good stuff. It's a feeling of connection. Okay. And when you don't feel connected, it tends to affect your perception and your emotional health.
Oh, absolutely. But
Mhm.
you know, the good thing about all that you're saying about social wellness is when you're in a position you want to meet someone, this is an opportunity where you can get to see someone, you know, outside of their normalcy, you know, how they interact, you know, with other people, what their demeanor is like. Because you know, you might meet someone, you'd be like all enamored by them just because, oh, they're nice looking, they're this, they're that. But then you
Mhm.
see them in a social setting, you're like totally turned off because they're not the same person, you know? So
That's it. So you'll get to know a little bit about a person's values and what's
Exactly.
important to them. Yeah, absolutely. Some studies link the emotional strain of loneliness caused by social isolation with physical illness, including sleep disorders. We just talked about sleep, right?
Right.
Heart disease and
Ooh.
a weakened immune system.
Now, how does that play? How does that, how do you develop a weakened immune system by avoiding social activity?
Because the isolation, but you're able to combat stress more when you're in a social when you're involved in social connections.
Okay.
So the fact that you can, fight off, why do these things keep popping up on my screen? Stop it. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I can't see
That's
it. You can,
annoying.
so.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're able to fight off stress and depression, remember?
Okay.
So these are things that wreak havoc on your immune system.
Okay. Okay, I can see that now.
Yeah. Stress is not good for anyone.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
it's unavoidable, but you want to
And
try to manage
especially,
it.
Wendy, especially because this has happened to me, especially when you're stressed and you don't know what it is. You can't pinpoint it. You know what I'm saying? You might
Mhm.
think of five different things, but is it all of those five things, or does one thing dominate more than the other, but you can't recognize it? You know what I mean? And that is
Mhm.
the hardest thing when you're trying to alleviate stress.
Yeah, because you don't even know. You
Exactly.
don't
You
know.
know, there's some things that are bothering you, but is it all of those things in totality, or is it one thing that's causing you? Because that's how where I was.
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
I had the stress in the nape of my head, all down here in my neck, and literally, I don't know. I really don't know what it was because I no longer have it. It's gone
Mhm,
away,
mhm, mhm.
but I can't pinpoint any specific thing that had me feeling that way.
Yeah, yeah. And see, when we go to a physician, we complain that is what you just said, is the physical complaint,
Right.
right? And sometimes they brush it off, or they just say, well,
Right.
you're aging, or menopause, or whatever the case may
Exactly.
be. They don't really
They'll
take.
put they'll put they'll put a label on it to comfort you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that
Absolutely.
that's what it is necessarily, everyone out there. It's a label. So you have to do your own due diligence and to really search your soul to find out what you're really stressed about.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you at least you've identified that you think it's stress related,
Right.
so I would say, hey, counseling maybe
Yeah,
to
yeah,
try to figure out
absolutely
what's
right. Someone to help
deeper,
you unravel all of that because you
subconscious.
have layers of things going on in your subconscious. Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, there's a African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. You're familiar
Yeah,
with that? Okay, and that is so true.
it is so
That is
true.
really
It
true.
is.
But the word children can be a business. A child, right, can be your business.
Yeah, a
But
business in infancy,
it
yes.
takes a village, right? Or it could be, maybe you're caring for an aging parent, you're a caregiver.
Right,
It still takes a village. So here, this is your
right.
community. This is where we're talking about. But if you're isolated doing those things, it can be very stressful. It can add to stress.
So everyone out there, you need to be more social. That's an opportunity to meet someone.
Mhm.
And that way you can get to see a person in a different environment and learn more about them and really understand whether or not that's someone that you really want to move forward with. So in social settings is when you see other people, you interact with other people, right, Wendy?
Yes,
you
yes.
know in doing that, you can eliminate all the things that Wendy talked about, stress, affecting your immunity system, all of
Mhm.
those things. It's amazing, Wendy, how you never really think about how all of these things have an effect on your life, on your livelihood, on your well-being. And,
Yeah,
and they really do. And when you start to focus on them and start to make changes, you see the difference.
absolutely, absolutely. And back to utilizing the networks that you have, because like I said, we already in some of these groups, but
Right.
did I lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, am I here?
Yes, I see you. You're here and I'm here.
Okay.
So just
All
keep
right.
going. You're here.
You
I
know,
see you.
you might,
Your voice is sounding mechanical now,
okay,
but I still see you.
you still see me. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, you know, you can use your group as a resource. Let's say you're looking for a doctor or you're looking for a new restaurant. Recommendation, you're looking for, maybe you just want a gift idea for somebody, right?
Right,
You
that's
can use
perfect.
you can use your network of people to get suggestions for these things. So you can utilize your network. And for you people who are starting businesses, you want to utilize your network for potential customers or referrals or,
Makes
you know what I
sense.
mean, advice.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And ladies, if you already are in a relationship, you've met someone, perfect time, bring them around in the social setting as well, because now you'll see how they interact with your friends and other people. And sometimes, that makes a difference of how people interact with other people that you relate to.
Oh, well, I like the whole 6 degrees of separation, so you meet somebody, you meet a new friend, and then they have a group of friends, and then that group of friends has a group of friends. Who
Right.
knows? Maybe you'll get invited to a function, you'll get to meet all of these
Exactly.
friends, and
I mean, look how
they,
deep just the topic of social settings, how
yes,
deep you can go with it, how
yes,
many areas it touch. So,
absolutely,
ladies and gentlemen, we, focus on ladies a lot because we're ladies. And
right.
as you mature, you still want to be in a relationship, you want to have companionship. So all of these types of wellness, whether it's physical, emotional, social, they're all important as it relates to moving ahead together as a component of two people, so to speak.
And just being your most, mentally, the healthiest version of yourself, mentally and physically.
Exactly, because you want
Mhm.
to be that for someone else. You
Right,
know,
right.
you don't want to bring them any surprises. So if you do all you can do so that you are like Whitney said, the best version of your health or whatever, that's a plus for you. That's a plus. Wow, I never thought about just thinking about social wellness. I mean, it's deep. It really goes to a whole
Oh,
nother
it
level.
is it is everything, Chris. It really is everything. And did you know that that is a part of, there are countries that get rated every year for the happiest countries. Okay.
Oh, I can believe that. What about, oh, so do you have any of those countries? Because
I
a
do,
lot
but
of those, a lot of
don't
European,
expect from us. I don't know where we are on the
they're
list.
probably all European countries.
Pretty much, yeah. Finland is number one.
Okay.
It measurements are, let's see, measures such as generosity. In Finland, people highly likely to expect a lost wallet to be returned.
Okay.
They expect a lost wallet that's generous, right?
In the United States, you could expect it not to be returned.
Right,
But you say that, not necessarily.
right.
There are good people out there.
There are some. There are some. Denmark is number two and is widely known for having the highest tax rate in the world. But that results in a vast access to high quality social services.
Yeah, and you know what? That's because they probably have to import of so much of their products. They probably import a lot. So if you import a lot, the taxes are going to be higher. And I'm only saying that because of the nature of the country and the climate and whatnot.
Oh, okay, okay. So Iceland, Israel, and the Netherlands.
Iceland too. And
Yeah.
Iceland probably has high taxes as well.
Um, let's say it says that they have they just rank high in happiness and equality.
But that's good. Let's all go move to
At least
Iceland.
I know, right? I do.
And the Netherlands. Okay, I can see that. I can see the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Amsterdam is part of the Netherlands, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I love Amsterdam.
Israel just moved from ninth place to fourth place
Well, not
last
right
year.
now.
You
No,
don't want to go there?
no, the war going on. They're in 29th place.
Hey, but they're happier than we are, apparently. And it has to do with health, social connections, and life satisfaction. So, just social connections. It just keeps the importance of it is we can't even
Can't even measure
stress
it.
it enough, really.
Yeah, you can't even measure it. That's how
Right,
important it is. Hey,
right.
everybody out there, listen, that was great information Wendy provided us with. I myself never really looked at socialization from that perspective, from a wellness standpoint. So it's important. You need to get out there, socialize, get your thoughts together, reduce your stress. And you know what? Like Wendy said earlier, we need for you to subscribe. We need for you to leave us a comment. Also hit that like button if you're listening to us. And we know, we have people listening to us. Just hit the like button. Let us know whether you like it or not. Because
Right,
you don't hit the like button. We don't know if that means you don't like it, because people sometimes just don't hit the like button. They listen and move on. So do
right.
that for us, guys. We're trying to build up a community here.
Please, and share this information with any of your friends that you think it might be useful to them or helpful to them in any way if they're stressed or isolated or,
I want
if
to
you
move to Finland. Is it what's number one, Finland?
Finland.
Well, they might want to move to Finland. You never know. Hey guys,
Definitely a nice place to visit for sure.
exactly. I'm sure it is. Hey, listen, everybody. So next week, we're going to talk about emotional wellness, how your emotions will affect how you feel in terms of your wellness, and that plays into relationships as well. So you know what? We want you to stop back, drop by, catch up with us next week. We're going to talk about emotional wellness. So everybody have a great week. Wendy, any parting words?
No, I think we covered it. See you next week. Everybody have a great week.
All right, guys, we are out of here in a
Be
minute.
sociable.
Right. Definitely be sociable. All right, let's see. Let me get where I need to be here. That's not where I need to be.